Here's Perry helping me with the update on Percy. Originally it was Pix, but she took off. Are you going to take off? Anyway, Percy's doing great. His personality is back. He seems to be a little sore, which is pretty understandable. Hang on, Perry. And he wants to go outside. He's actually sitting right there. But I'm not keen on him going out. Just because I want to keep him sort of safe. And we're getting a wicked storm this weekend, and he has a tendency to go away for days. I don't want him to get caught out in the storm. That's Perry's stump, by the way, right here. He's looking at me like, what the heck? Anyway, but there was something interesting, I thought, that happened today. I have the day off work, which is kind of miraculous, considering lately. And they called me at 12 and said, hey, can you work right now? We got a problem with somebody not coming into work. Normally, I don't even start work until 4. So my day off and starting 4 hours earlier than normal, but I've been exhausted. And my immediate reaction is always, of course I'm going to do this. I think it kind of helped that the person who called me is somebody that I have covered for at least 3 times in the last week. But who, when I had to call and say, hey, I have to be a couple hours delayed to pick up my cat from the vet, and I mean, it was an emergency, had an absolute conniption fit over it and freaked out and was like, oh my God, you're going to be late and it's so terrible. And I was like, yeah, that's why I'm calling to let you know, as opposed to this guy who was just like, yeah, I'm going to go for a little bit of a break and I'll be back later, first of all, without warning, and just left halfway through his shift and just disappeared. And I had to cover for him and give me a break. If it had been anybody else, I probably would have gone with my immediate gut reaction, which is, of course I'll do it. I'm asked to do anything, I'll do it all. But I didn't. And I sort of hedged and I sat and thought about it. And actually, like I said, if I was like ready to go and full of vim and vigor, I probably would have done it. But I was really, really tired and I really needed a good rest. And the fact that I didn't actually have a nap doesn't really matter. I still feel a lot better than I did before, just because, again, I've just hung out in the house and rested. But I said no. And that's kind of a miracle. It doesn't happen often. But I did it. And especially because, expenses. I had a car expense last month, and then I had Percy's vet bill this month, and it's not that big a deal at all because I've been working so much. But still, out of my budget expenses, almost $1,000 altogether, is, hey, here's an opportunity to work and get some more money. That also didn't, dissuade me from the reality, which is that I just freaking needed a break. I mean, everybody else gets weekends. If I'm working 5 or 6 days a week, come on, I don't need to come in on my day off on top of everything else just because somebody else is being inconsiderate and can't be bothered with working. And, and again, other people's excuses are more valid than mine. Bull. But it is rare that I actually stick up for myself. So I did. So I just wanted to put that out there. And that's what's going on today. Bye.